Hey, everybody. I see Madison. I'm looking a little greasy. Hey, everybody. Y'all, it was getting rough. It was getting a little bit rough. Hopefully, y'all can hear me. Y'all know I always have to do a little sound check because even though I think I'm doing it right, it don't end up right. So, yes, you can hear me. No, you cannot. Hey, can y'all all hear me well? I hope so. Hey, good. Yay. Good to see you. Uh-uh. Yes, the rocket, Spanky. Don't be a hater. Hey, y'all. So you know we start with the goal, and the devil was trying to be busy. He didn't want my printer to be great. So my printer, look at this. But that's okay. We're gonna still use it. We're gonna use this exact sheet because I have a point to prove. Hey, Anita, I'm glad you caught me live. It's not often. Hey, Kelly, how y'all doing over in Florida? Hey, everybody. I know I won't be able to say hi to everybody, so I'll just say it like this, and hopefully y'all know that that means you when I say hi. And hopefully I'm looking in the right place. New devil at every level. Bob, you ain't, that's a word right there. That is a word. That's why you have to stay prayed up. Okay, so here is the goal. Oh, thank you. All the way from New Zealand and Australia and Michigan, where I believe it's super cold. Who need boots with the fur? We don't do boots with the fur. Okay, so our goal for tonight, hey Ozella, y'all, Ozella makes me shop. The goal is to learn how to make floating ornaments. That is the goal. Uh-oh. Oh, Sherry, I hope you feel better soon. No, I can't do it. And I stayed in the house all day. I just went out tonight to get a quick little thing. I hope you feel better soon, Sherry. Thank you, Maria. I see from here it looks like it's 113 people in the chat. So hopefully I have at least 113 thumbs up. If you didn't like the video on your way in, please just click out, click the thumbs up, and then come on right back in. You won't miss anything. Everything is good. Elevate artistry. Everything is good. Hi, Bizzle's mom. I cannot complain because guess what? Complaining won't do anything anyway. Yes, the devil is a liar. Let me put on some little Vaseline on my lips because I feel like they're a little dry. And then we will get started. Okay, so I have, first of all, welcome. If this is your first time joining me, welcome. I appreciate you being here. I do not take it lightly when you give me your time. It does mean a lot to me. One thing I said in my Facebook group is that I finally realized why I get so nervous when it's time to go live. And I think it's because I want to be careful about the message I'm putting out and making sure that nobody leaves confused. I never want y'all to finish any time with me and be like, I don't know what she said, or I don't understand how to do it. Like, I really want you to have clarity. So it's important to me. I think that's why I get so nervous about it, because when you're sharing information with people, you want to make sure that what you're sharing is clear and it matters to me. Hey, craftable things. So thank you. Thank you, Fee. I have this tape that's been here for a few, I don't know, weeks, maybe even months. So that's why I get very nervous. I get super, super, super nervous about going live. And I guess it's because it's important to me. My time with you is important. You give me your time and I want it to be valuable for you. Thank you, Kelly. All right, so all of the materials that I'm using are listed below, except the stuff that I got from Dollar Tree, because it's just That stuff is what I consider to be optional. Thank you, Teresa. Y'all gonna try to make me cry, but I'm not gonna cry. I am not gonna cry. I've been in my feelings earlier today because y'all have just been so encouraging to me, and it matters. It really does. So thank you. I have listed all of the materials below with the exception of things that I purchased from Dollar Tree. And I'm going to show you those things because I do feel like they have a lot of good stuff. Like Dollar Tree is on top of it, y'all. Oh, thank you, Paula D. Oh, Wanda. Hey, let me get the stuff. Yes, y'all, please hit the like button. I appreciate that. So I bought some things from Walmart and I bought a few things from Dollar Tree. And remember these, y'all, I think I'm supposed, I look at myself. And if I'm looking at myself and it looks like I'm not looking at the camera, I'm sorry. That's all I can say is I'm sorry. Oh, Lord. Oh, no, we're live right now, Crystal. We are live right now. We are in this thing right here. Lakeisha, I didn't even text you today because that's how crazy it was before we got started. But anyway, let me show you the things I bought from Walmart and some of the stuff I bought from, thank you, Bridget Porter. Some of the things I bought from Dollar Tree. So I got this pack of ribbon from Walmart and it was $6. And in my opinion, that is a good deal because it's 6 rolls of ribbon, $6. So it's like $1 per roll. And if you think about it, that's cheaper than what? $1.25 Tree because Dollar Tree has theirs for $1.25. So this is actually a really good deal. So they had this, like I said, it was not even $6. It was $5.48 at Walmart. Okay. So this ribbon is really, really cute and it will look nice going through your ornament. Okay, so like here's one of the ornaments that I was working on. You can't see it really good, but this is one of the ornaments I was working on earlier. So this is a pack. And then they also had this color. I saw 3 different colors. So they had this one too. Also $5.48. So depending on what colors you're using in your ornament, then you have options. I think those are really good deals. Now, Dollar Tree, let me show you the stuff I got from Dollar Tree because, and I also got this from Walmart. Now, I think this was I don't know how much this was. I'll be lying if I told you because I didn't really pay attention to it. But this one is just like a gold rope ribbon. I think that's pretty too. I think it's really pretty. So I got that one. I'm not sure if I'm going to use it, but I like it. And then they also had this one at Walmart. Now I might take this back because it ain't that cute for as much as this was $3. I might take this one back. It's not that serious. It's really not that serious. It's cute, but this one was $2.98. Okay, so there's that one. Now let me show you the stuff I got from Dollar Tree because they had good stuff. Nani, I agree. They do have a lot of good stuff after Christmas. So this one is at Dollar Tree. They had this at Dollar Tree. I know you know it's $1.25. And this is, that's a lot. That's 12 feet. Turn it this way. And then they also had this at Dollar Tree. I think that's cute. And they had this one. Now, I guess depending on which Dollar Tree you go to, they might have a lot of different options, but I didn't want to overdo it because one thing I'm not good at is returning stuff. So I'm like, oh, I'll just buy it and return it if I don't use it. I don't return it. And then I end up having a whole bunch of junk. So yeah. They also had this stuff. They call it vase filler, but in my opinion, you could put it at the bottom of your ornament. So I thought this was cute. And then they had this one. They call this one ornament filler. This was Dollar Tree. Yeah, this at Dollar Tree. I didn't find the one I was looking for. What's the width? What's the width? Is it easier for thinner ribbon? Oh, you're worse at returning. I'm terrible about it. I think stores depend on that too. I want to show you. The width is fake news. See Levesque, fake news. This is also ornament filler. Y'all, I'm not good at this. Here it is. Now let me tell you why I think I would like this stuff the most, because I am not a glitter girl. So you may have seen me do maybe 4 or 5 projects with glitter, because I'm not really a glitter, I'm not a glitter girl. I'm not like I'm so basic, y'all. Like I just like to keep stuff basic. That's why when I see somebody make something that I've made and then they like jazz it up, I'm like, oh man, that was so good, because I'm not. I'm basic. I'm like all of my shoes are black and brown. I have one pair of red shoes. It's just that's how I am. So anyway, I like this because it's not glitter, but it's glittery. It's like it has a glitter effect. Does that make sense? So I like these from Dollar Tree. And I don't think it's as messy as glitter. Like glitter, you can never get rid of it, right? Once you use it, it's there forever. You know what I mean? So like I don't feel like this is that. So I like this. And then they also had, this is the last thing, the fake, they call it faux snow. Faux is another word for fake. Hey, Precious. Hey, Andrea. I think I said it right. I hope I did. Okay. Craftable things. Patrice. 2042. 2042. Okay. Your mom told you that? Not. Yeah, my mom, she never told me that. 2042, Patrice, okay? That's what we already agreed on that. I already got it in my calendar. 2042. Making I'm gonna be doing bling with Patrice in 2042. If y'all are interested in getting started with rhinestones, anything related to rhinestones, anything rhinestoney, check out Craftable Things. She is the queen of bling. Okay, I'm not even in the royal family on that. I'm not the Duchess. I'm nothing. Whatever is below that, that's me. Miss Victoria, your sponsor, we're not doing him tonight. He's downstairs. He's downstairs. Patrice, drop a link to your channel so they can go check it out. Y'all can go check it out because she is doing big things over there with that. I'm on faux rhinestones too. I can't learn another thing. I cannot learn another thing, y'all. My mind is like I'm set on Cricut. Hey, Louise, I am set on Cricut. I'm good with just learning about Cricut. And guess what? If I ever get tired of it, they'll update it and then I have to learn that and then teach it. So I'm gonna be on Cricut for a long time. Just Cricut. Just how do you Cricut? That's it. Yeah, there you go. See, they know, Patrice. They know already. Okay, so y'all ready to get started? All right, so one of the things I said I would start with is you love glitter HTV with a holographic HTV layered on top. Oh, that's fancy. I haven't tried that and I haven't heard of it either. I did not have a good experience with holographic HTV. It didn't work out well for me. So I didn't go over my materials, but these ornaments right here, let me show you. Let me take this out and just show you. Let me get the bag. Okay, so this bag of ornaments that's linked below this video was purchased from Amazon. And I bought these because they're big, they're sturdy, they're not glass, they're the hard plastic. So when I'm using these, I don't have to run the risk of, oh, I dropped one, it might break. And all of our floors downstairs are tile. So, and trust me, we had some broken ornaments since we've been here. Patrice, you didn't drop your channel so they can go check it out. So these are plastic and they're big and I like these. But they do sell them at Walmart. I've seen them at Michael's. I've seen them at Hobby Lobby. I've also seen them at Dollar Tree. So if you don't want to have a bag of 10, if you just want to have 3 this size or 2, you know, you don't have to get the ones that are in the link below. So these are the ones I'm using tonight. I'm also going to be using one of these, this kind. This came from Dollar Tree. Now this is the flat ones, and they come with a little thing on it like this, you know, the top. And these are very similar to the ones from Amazon. I will say that. It's just a flatter version, and I had to play around with the size to make sure to get the size of the photo just right, because these don't have a size, so it doesn't say, oh, the size of this ornament is blah blah blah. I had to like kind of just play with it and print it a few times before I got the size right. I'm definitely going to share the size of it with you. The transparency paper that I'm using is called inkjet transparency paper, and literally the package looks like this. It's nothing on it, so you're not like, oh, that's my inkjet. I'm gonna have to write it on here so I can remember, you know, what this is. So when I was like going through my materials to do this tutorial again, because I did this tutorial last year. So if you know, you're not a live person, you don't like to watch the lives, I do have this already recorded over a year ago, and I'll make sure I drop a link to that. Okay. No, I'll get Milo at the end because I can't do it right now. Because if I go get him right now, he's gonna want to go outside and then come back. It'll be too much. So this is the paper. It looks like this, and this one has 30 sheets in there, and it just looks like a clear piece of. It looks like plastic, but if you remember when you were in school, you remember the teacher was using transparency paper. That's all this is. That's like, I wish I had saved all those transparencies that I threw away when I stopped teaching, because that's all this is. It's just transparency paper that is capable of going through your inkjet printer. Okay. My printer is an Epson. No, that's a lie. My printer is a Canon MX 470. That Canon that I have, they don't even make it anymore. If you are interested in getting an inkjet printer, I just say I'm not sure if you can use the acetate sheets, but I do use the acetate cut setting when I'm cutting this. I have some of that acetate and I haven't tried it on this, but I would say probably yes. You probably could. You probably could. I don't know though. Since I haven't tried it, I won't say yes. The printer that I have, if you're interested in getting like an inkjet printer, like if you already have a printer that you use for sublimation and you need a printer that you're not going to be using for sublimation, just get the cheapest one you can find. I don't suggest buying a high-end inkjet printer, because if you're mostly going to be using your printer for sublimation and you're not really going to be using it for, you know, just regular printing stuff, then I would not suggest spending a lot of money. My printer, it may have cost $50, and that's including tax. I bought it on Black Friday a few years ago, and I still use the same one. That printer is going to have to say, Delonda, I'm dying. And then it's going to have to prove it. It's going to have to like say the words, I'm dying, and then it's going to have to actually die. That's the only way I'm getting another printer. That's it. So I'm going to use it until it just does not print anymore. Even tonight, when you see me print, I'm going to get a message that says my ink is low. I don't change that ink out until it's gone. Ink is low doesn't mean anything to me. Ink is gone is when I change it. Okay, that's just how I do it. Okay, I'd rather spend my money on other stuff. Okay, I'm just telling you the truth. I'm telling you the truth. All right, so if you missed it, our goal is to learn how to make floating ornaments. I have reviewed the materials. I will show you my, I'm going to show you when I send the paper through the printer so you can see how I do it. Okay. I won't be looking on Black Friday. I'm serious. No. Mm-mm. And I'm gonna tell y'all my advice about Black Friday too, because I have some thoughts about that. The tiered Cricut stand. This people ask me about. This is actually a desk. It's gonna have to say it like the printer. Like, man, I didn't even know the printer could talk. It's gonna have to like start talking like Delonda. I'm dying, and I'm gonna be right there like prove it, prove it, and it's gonna have to do it. So if it can't prove it, paper's going in one at a time. That's what's gonna happen. Paper will be going in one at a time. These are not PJs. This is an actual shirt. This is an actual. I wish I had bottoms to it, but it didn't come like that. It came just like this. Rockets. They did not win last night. They got off to a good start. They always do. Fourth quarter is not good for the Rockets. Not kidding. Okay, so this is actually not a printer. It's not a stand. It's actually a whole desk. And I bought this desk. It's linked in my Amazon storefront. This desk is linked in my Amazon storefront. It's perfect if you have more than one Cricut because you see, I can keep both of them here. I used to have it has two shelves below here, and I used to keep one of my printers over here. And then I bought that other shelf, and then I moved them all. I don't know, Raspberry. No, I don't. I love it. This is it. This is me. This is who I am. All right, so let's get into Cricut Design Space. Tracy, I will definitely check out my Amazon storefront. That's the best way to get it. Because every single thing that I have in my craft room is linked on my Amazon storefront. And I have all of my, let me show y'all right quick what that looks like. So you can kind of, let me show y'all what that looks like. And then we will get into, y'all, if there's an echo, if something happens with the sound, I'm sorry. If it starts to be moon talk, if something happens, if it goes dark, don't leave. I'm coming right back. It might happen. I'm just letting you know in advance, okay? Because things happen on my lives that I feel like it doesn't happen to anybody else. It only happens to me, okay? It only happens to me. So I'm just letting you know in advance, it might happen. Okay. So far, so good. Who got 7 mystery boxes? Oh my goodness, Monica. Oh my goodness. Not me. Not me. I'm glad it was you and not me. Have mercy. Wow. Okay, so let me show y'all right quick what my Amazon storefront looks like. Hopefully it'll pull up. Okay, so here it is. This is my Amazon storefront. And if you look, I have everything that I love is linked in this storefront. So sometimes I really should just start telling people, just go to my storefront, just go to my storefront, because it took time to do this. So everything that I love for sublimation, like right here where it says Delonda Sublimation Essentials, if I click right there, that's everything that I have. These are the exact gloves I have. These are the Teflon sheets I have. This is my tape dispenser. This is the heat resistant tape I have. This is the ink I use. This is the printer I have. That's the ASUP paper. This is the heat press I have. This is one of my older heat presses. And that's the butcher paper I have. So everything that I have that's linked in my storefront is here. So everything in terms of paper that I love, this is screen printing. This is my pegboard. Let me show you where I have here's this desk. So this is my actual desk, right? And this is it right here. So this is a better view of it. And right now it's 149. So you see it has 4 shelves. That's what my 2 Cricut machines are sitting on. And I used to keep a printer on that bottom shelf. Okay. DTF is tomorrow, Marilyn. Okay. So just in case you're ever wondering, this is everything I have. These are I actually have 2 desks that are sitting next to each other. This thing right here, it's actually a microwave cart. But I use this to put 1, 2, 3. I have 3 printers on this thing. Okay. And it tells you I purchased it August 20th. Okay. All right. Where did I get the vinyl holder? That vinyl holder is from Michael's, and I'll link that later. Okay. All right. So let's get into Cricut Design Space and get started. All right. Y'all see everything? Okay. So I have my canvas gray right now, but let me go ahead and change it back to white. I want it to be white. Thank you, Patrice. I appreciate that. Do we need to see how to remove the background from a picture first? Because it's multiple ways, and I do have that on my list of things to remember. I have that on my list of things to remember, and I don't want to forget that. No? Okay. Does anyone need to know how to remove a background from an image? Yes, Ozella. Okay, so let's do that first. Let me stop sharing and go back. All right. Yes. Okay. So there are multiple ways to remove a background from an image. Most often, I just use remove BG. And it's literally remove.bg. Okay. So if you're using an Apple device, Kelly says you can just do 2 fingers and hold it down and it'll remove the background. Well, if you're not using an Apple device, which I don't typically do, most of the time all of my crafting is done from my desktop, and it's a Lenovo. Okay, so I'm not using an Apple device. So let me show you what I do to remove the background from an image, because in my opinion, and remember you guys, everything I share is just my opinion. It doesn't mean it's a fact. It doesn't mean like you have to do it this way. This is just my opinion and what has worked for me. You, in every situation, you would do what works for you. Okay, so one way is to do remove BG. Another way is to go into Canva and you can remove your background that way. And then a third way is to do it in Cricut Design Space. I have not had a lot of success with removing the background in Cricut Design Space. This is just me personally. Some people are experts at it. I'm not one of them. Okay, I'm not an expert at rhinestones, and I'm also not an expert at removing the background in Cricut Design Space. Okay, so there's that. Okay. To thine own self be what? True. Okay. We're going to be true. Let's see what we see. Let's see what we see. Okay. Let's do entire screen, and then we'll do that, and then we'll do share, and we'll do this, and we'll do this. Okay. So y'all can see my family photos, right? So these are pictures we took just last year. And I'm just going to choose, I'll just choose one of them. Now, if you're wondering, what is this she's looking at? This is Google Photos. I keep all of my photos in Google Photos. I have it on my phone. I have it on my desktop. I have it on any device where I'm logged in, right? Because if I take a picture and I want to save it, I can just save it to Google Photos and it's not taking up space on my phone. Okay. Okay. Owena. I hope I said it right, Owena. Hi, Angela. All right, so this is just Google Photos. These are the pictures we took last year. Let's say, for example, I want to use this picture right here. Now, I can look at this and I can say, okay, I want to edit this first. And I can look at the options over here. This is just the original, like I'm not making any changes to it. I can do an auto correct where they will brighten it for me, right? So that's an option. And I can kind of just look at some of these other options. Now, if I look at this one right here called Metro, hopefully you can see where I'm hovering. That will make it like very bright. I like that one. I like to use that one a lot. If I click done, it's going to save that image and then I have to download it. Okay, so I'm going to download that, right? So now it's being downloaded and it's right here at the bottom left of my screen. Let me hover over that. But if you see at the bottom left of my computer, that picture is there. So then I will go to the remove.bg website, and it's remove.bg. If I go to that website and I click on upload image, I'm going to go to the image that I just downloaded. How do I get to my downloads? I'm looking over here and I will click on the one that's a download, and it's the most recent one, which is this picture right here. Am I going too fast? Bueller. I don't know if I'm going too fast. Okay, good. Thank you. All right. So then I'm going to click open and I can see my original, and then it removes the background for me. Okay. So if I like it, I can just download it. But if I want to make some corrections to it, Lakeisha, we're not. We're not. So if I want to make corrections to it, I can click right here where it says edit. And I can start to use this eraser tool. I can change the brush size, right? I can make the brush size much smaller. See where I can make the brush big, or I can make it small. See what I'm doing with this? I can make the brush smaller, and I can just get rid of this stuff down here at the bottom that didn't get removed. See all of that? If I don't want that. And maybe if I don't want this, like anything that I want erased, I can just erase it with this. Okay. And then I'm going to click download. If I like it just like this, I'm going to click download. I'm just going to click download image. Okay, so now I see it right here at the bottom of my screen. It says, it even gave it a name, color 36, one remove background. That's what it called it, okay? So now I'm finished with remove BG. I'm going to go to Cricut Design Space. It's free. Myrna Lee is free. Remove BG is free. Now with Cricut Design Space, if you want to do a remove background, you have to be a Cricut Access member to do it for free. Remove.bg is free. We love free. We love free. Cut. Y'all, I'm gonna be a singer in my next life. Still not gonna be good, but I'm gonna be one. Okay. So now I'm in Cricut Design Space, right? And I have that download. It's still there. Like I didn't save it anywhere. It's just in my downloads folder. Okay. So I'm going to go to upload. And I'm going to go to upload image. And then free is my favorite too, Colleen. And I'm going to click browse. And I'm going to go to my what? My downloads. right? And there it is, remove.bg preview. I'm going to click open. There it is. There's that image. And I'm going to click complex, and I'm going to click continue. And if I like it, I like it, right? And then I can click apply and continue. I am going to select the print, then cut image. I'm going to click upload. I'm going to click on it right here, and I'm going to click add to canvas. And I can make it, big. I like it. Look at my son. He has a perfect afro. Oh my goodness. His afro is perfect. Look at that. Okay, so I can keep it just like this, right? To work with it, I don't have to make it a certain size, right? So I like this just like this. And what I want to do with this now is I want to add the word Merry Christmas. He is tall. He's 6'3". Okay, so I'm going to click on my text box, and I'm going to just move it over here for now. And I'm going to double click in it, and I'm going to type Merry Christmas. Is everyone here familiar with how to use wordmark.it? Or would anyone like to see it? Wordmark.it. We're going to make this a comprehensive tutorial. We're going to make this a comprehensive tutorial. Would you like to see it? Is that a yes, you're familiar, or yes, you'd like to see it, Sharon? You're familiar, Colleen? Yes. What is it? Love word. Okay. Some people know what it is, and some people are like, what is she even saying? Not familiar. Okay, let's look at that. So you see my word Merry Christmas right here, right? Let's just say, I want to make this fancier. I want to see my different options for the word Merry Christmas. And it's hard, sometimes when you're making something, it's hard to decide on a font. For me, that takes a long time, right? Because it's like, oh my goodness, I don't know which font to choose. Let me scoot over. Y'all, this is so funny. Okay, because I never know what to look. Y'all help me. I love you. I love you guys. I hope you are getting some value out of this, even if I'm not in the right place. I'm not in. See how, and I'm going to be a singer and a dancer. Okay, so I'm going back to, I'm going back over here, and I'm going to go to wordmark.it, wordmark.it. This is also free. Wordmark.it is also free. You see that I don't have a login. I don't need a pro account, so they never have to tell me what their sale is, because if they say 33% sale, I'll never know what the regular price is, because as long as it's free, that's where I'm going to stay. Okay, I'm going to be right here. Thank you, Kristen. Thank you, Colleen. Okay, so I'm going to type that. Merry Christmas, right? Merry. We learn how to spell first. Christmas. You just type it just the way you would type it, and then you just hit enter, and it'll show you all of the fonts that you have installed on your computer. Now, these are not the fonts that are in Cricut Design Space, because if you don't have them downloaded on your computer, you won't see them. These are only the fonts that I have personally downloaded or installed from somewhere on my computer. Okay. So right now, if you look at the top, it says that I have 388 fonts. This does not include any font that is available in Cricut Design Space, because you also know that some of those fonts in Cricut Design Space are not free. They cost money. So you know how when you're in Cricut Design Space and it says like you have the option for Cricut fonts and system fonts, these are my system fonts. Okay. Y'all understand what I'm saying, or do I need to explain that again? A wiener I'll never know. Okay. Y'all understand what I explained just now about these are your system fonts? Okay, good, Tracy. Thank you. All right, Evelyn, perfect. All right, so I'm looking at these, and now remember, I don't want Merry Christmas just the regular way, right? I want to kind of jazz it up. I want it to be a little more fancy when I put this on my floating ornament, because my ornament is going to be on my tree. When people come over, I want them to be like, girl, that font is banging. Nobody is going to notice the font except me. And nobody says banging. I don't think they do. They might, I don't know. But anyway, so we're looking, right? So once I'm looking through here, I can kind of, look at the ones that really stand out to me or the ones that I like. So like this one right here, Antonia Retro, I can click on it and I can save it as one of the ones that I'm going to be deciding about, right? And so I'm looking, oh, I like Ardilla. I really like Ardilla. Now, this is another personal thing, another personal preference. I like fonts that are, even if it's like a script font, or I like bold fonts. I like them to stand out. I don't want anybody to have a hard time reading what's on my shirt or what's on my project. I don't want anybody to have to like, what does that say? I want you to be able to know what it says. And I don't want anybody to have to come up close to me and be like, what does your shirt say? I don't want that. And I don't want anybody to look at my ornament and be like, what does that say? I want it to be bold. Okay. So when I'm going through here, those are the ones I'm looking at. Right here, where this one right here that says Merry Christmas, the one that's this right here that's below Ardilla, this would not work well in my opinion because it's already very light. And if I'm printing this on paper that is, clear, transparent, you're going to have a hard time seeing that, right? Right? So you wouldn't choose something like that. You want something that's going to stand out. All right. So I also like Baby Master. I like that one. Babylon. I like this one. Babylon, but it's doing too much to me for this. It's too busy. Thank you, Deborah. I also like baking pastry. I think that's pretty. I think it's cute. This one right here. And now this bow house, I don't like that one. It's a little bit too thick. I like Bertha. I like that one. I like Britannic. I really like Britannic. And ooh, so hard. Cheerful and Beautiful. That's so cute. Cherry Blossom. I like Chocolate. This is getting harder, not easier. This is supposed to be easier. It's so many to choose from. It's so many. Hottenschweiler. I like that one. Honey and Raspberries is one of my favorites. Ooh, Julia. That's cute with the hearts. A lightning script. Oh, that's so nice. I like all of them. I can't decide. Oh my goodness. I like all of them. Melandia. Oh my gosh. Mother Lover. Mother Lover. This one right here came from DeFont. Oh my goodness. I like all of them. I like all of them, y'all. That's not good. Shink. Okay, I'm just stop right there. So now I have selected several, right? And no matter what, I'm just going to choose from some. Oh my gosh, I like all of them. I can't stop. Okay, so I'm going to click on this thing right here where it says filter selected fonts. So everything that I've clicked on is it's going to just show those and then I can make a decision. Okay, so now I can go through these again and now narrow my choices down. So I can kind of take out the ones that I definitely do not want. Okay, so I don't want cherry blossom, I'm sure of it. Oh, I don't want cheerful and beautiful. I don't want baking pastry. I don't want baby master. I don't want that one. I don't want this. Oh gosh, this is getting hard. I don't want Britannic. Which one do y'all love out of what's left? I like all of these. I'm kind of on the fence between Bertha and chocolate. I know, Aunt Wanda. Y'all like Sophia? Y'all like, no, you like number 3, Spanky? This one right here. Bertha. You like Ardilla? I like Ardilla too. I like all of them. Let's go with Bertha. Okay, so now I'm going back to Cricut Design Space, and I already know, right? Because I narrowed my choices down. We like Bertha. Bertha. Okay, so now I'm gonna go click on my font, on my text. I'm gonna go over here. I'm going to go to my system fonts. Remember, this is a system font, and I'm going to do a search for that one that's called Bertha. And there it is. And there it is. Isn't that good? Isn't that good? Oh my gosh. It's so good. It's so good, right? Bertha. I like it. I love it. Okay, so let me bring my view down just a little bit. Right? And we like this. Right? Okay, so now what I'm going to do is grab a shape. I'm going to grab a circle. Not images, shapes. Going to grab a circle, and I'm going to make it big. And it really, we'll do the resizing later, okay? And what I'm going to do is what? Change it from a basic cut to a pen, because we want all of this to fit in here, right? And we can make it fit as much as we want to. So I'm going to take my picture, and I'm going to make sure that we fit in here really nicely, right? And my son is so tall, right? So, and I don't care if this little thing is cut off right here. Hey, do dream on. Okay. And then what I'm going to do with this is I am going to curve it so that it goes around this circle. Let me move this down a little bit so we can see it better. Let me bring it up to 75. Okay. I'm going to make sure y'all can kind of see what I'm doing. Okay. And I don't care that that's sticking out, because it's not going to matter when it's cut off. Oh, good. Okay, so now for Merry Christmas, I want to curve this, but I also know that it's a little bit too big the way that it is, right? So I'm going to bring this down because I know that font is going to be way too big. I'm going to bring it down, and I am going to curve it. Now remember, with the curve tool, if you make any changes to the text, it won't curve. Your curve won't curve. And we don't want that. And I know I want my text to be, do I want it to be green? I think I do want it to be this green right here. Okay, so I'm going to click on my text, and I'm going to curve it so that it fits in that circle. Just like that. How to do it offset by chance? Yes, I will show you how to do that. Okay, so now I do feel like this, I need to bring it up just a little bit and over. Okay, I like it like that. Now, I still have to do a little bit of work with my text because even though it looks like it's right, it's not. Okay, let me show you what I mean by that. I'm gonna bring my view up and I want to show you something. So you see how these letters are not really attached? See how the R's are not, they're not attached to each other? If I would have tried to correct that before I curved it, it wouldn't curve. So I have to get it curved first, and then I have to move the letters the way I want them. Does that make sense? Yes, no, yeah, no. Yes. No. Y'all, my wait time is amazing. Okay, good. Carla, thank you. Spanky, Sharon. Okay. That's been your issue, Kristen. Okay. So with the text, you see the letters are not really attached. So what I have to do with them is I have to ungroup them. Oh, you want me to say it again, Kia? What I was saying is that the letters, and then maybe if I make the view bigger, y'all can really see it because I don't think you can. I don't know if you can. See how the letters are not really attached? See the R's? Look at the R's. They're not really attached to each other. Look at that R right next to the H, and it's not good. Hey, Miss Nene. So in order to fix this, I have to ungroup the words. I have to ungroup the letters actually. And I could not do it. Hey, Dimps. I could not do it if I had ungroup them before I curve. Because if you try to ungroup and make changes to your text, the curve option will go away. Okay. So I have to make sure I curve it first and then play with the letters. Okay. So what I'm going to do with the letters is ungroup them, and then I'm going to work with the letters individually. This is also when it becomes important to move the letters with the keys on your keyboard instead of with the mouse. Because if I try to move them with the mouse, this is another matter of personal opinion, it's harder to get them in the right space. So what I'm going to do is click on the R from my layers panel. So instead of trying to click over here and you see what's going on, I'm going to click over here in the layers panel and select my letters. And then I'll use the arrow keys on my keyboard to move it over. You see what I did? Yes, Kristen. Okay. So I'm going to do the same thing with the next R. I'm going from my layers panel instead of using it from the actual, over here on the canvas. Okay, so I'm going to click on this other R and I'm going to use the left arrow key on my keyboard just to move it over. See what I'm doing? Okay, so the same thing with the Y. I'm going to click on the Y, we'll move it over, right? And now that looks really good. My Mary is Mary. You're doing a great job. You're doing a great job, Craftable Things. Why does the last S look closer to the circle? Because I haven't moved it yet. I haven't moved any of that yet. All right. So now I'm going to click on the H over here, move it over. I'm going to click on the R. Now the layers panel is your friend. Don't ignore the layers panel. I'm going to click on the I. And you know, there might be somebody who says, you know, oh, you can do it faster if you just do da 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 da. Do what works for you. I do what works for me. And this is what works for me. Okay. So I'm going to click on the S and I'll move it over. Then I'm going to click on the T, move it over, and I can move it down if I need to, right? Because it's already curved. Yeah, but we don't skin cats over here. Do Dream On. We don't do cats. We don't skin them. Okay. And then I'm going to do the A. And I'll move it down and over and up. Okay. And then I want to do the same thing with that S. Now I could use my mouse, but I just prefer to do it this way. See that? Now what I'm going to do is take that word Merry Christmas. I'm going to select all of that, right? I'm going to hold my shift key and I'm going to select all of those letters. And then I'm going to do what? I am going to weld them. What MMM? Okay. And the reason why I want them welded because I don't want any of those cut lines. Yeah, I do move letters with the mouse sometimes, but I don't, not most of the time. Most of the time I use my arrow keys. And that's something I learned from my sister. My sister is a she doesn't really Cricut like that because she does sales mostly. So all right, so now I'm finished with this. I like it. I like the position of it. I like the way it looks. Okay. I like it. I think I like it. Need to do a double check. All right. So what I'm going to do. Thank you so much, Miss Tronic. Did I forget? I think I got all of them. I think I got all of them. Yeah, it's in there. The M and Mary it's in there. If I want to move it out, I can. See? You can use the character map. You can use the character map, but wordmark.it is different than using the character map because I personally only use the character map when I'm trying to add glyphs or special characters to my text. I don't use it when I'm deciding on what font. When I'm trying to make a decision on which font looks best or which font I want to use, that's when I use wordmark.it. I only use, is it not? Are y'all playing a game? Yes. Do y'all not see the M? I didn't attach the M to the Mary of the E. I don't want to. I don't want it to be. I want it to be like that. Because I want this line that's attached to this M, I want it to be shown. And this whole thing is welded. Y'all doing too much. Okay, so there's that. And let me kind of don't want it like that, yeah. Okay. Okay, we good? Okay. It's gonna be printed. Exactly. I'm gonna flatten this. All right, so we're good to go. All right. And let me just double check my picture. Do I want it, I'm trying to make sure if I want it bigger, smaller. Do I like it like this? I think I like it like that. I think I'm trying to see if I want it a little bigger. I think I like it like this. I think I like it like that. Okay, so now I'm gonna select the whole thing. And I am going to flatten this. Well, no, I'm not gonna flatten it just yet. On time, yeah. Okay, I'm gonna flatten it. I love it. It looks great. Okay. Let me hold on one second, because I think I'm gonna have an issue if I try to cut this, and I don't want to have any issues. So let me tell you what I'm gonna do with this circle. Yeah, it's gonna give me an issue if I try to do that. So let me select the circle and the picture, and I'm gonna just slice that part out. Oh, I did not try to do that. I'm sorry, y'all. I just confused myself. Hold on. I want to cut that part of the picture off. I want to cut this off. I'm just slicing out a piece of this right here. I don't want that on there. All right. All right, so now I'm going to fit all of that back in the circle. And I'm also going to fit the word Merry Christmas back on top. All right. And now I'm going to flatten it. I'm just double checking that I like the way it looks. Okay. I like it. I can't cut the fro. I won't. So now what I'm also going to do is just add a small piece. And trust me, I didn't think it mattered at first, but it really does. So let me stop sharing for 1 second and show you this. So you see this little piece right here at the top? At first I used to think, like when I did these last year, I'm like, oh, it doesn't matter if I have that. It does, because if you want to take the little picture out, you're gonna need something to reach and grab onto, and it helps to keep the picture like flat in the ornament. Okay. Does welding it put your letters back in order so it doesn't set your letters out randomly? That's what attaching it does, Awena. Attaching it will keep them in order. Okay. That's a good question, Awena. All right. So the size that works, and y'all might want to write this down if you don't want to have to come back to this tutorial. The size that works for this flat ornament, this one came from Dollar Tree. This one came from Dollar Tree. The size that works is 3.8 by 4.01. Okay. So what I want to do is, instead of typing that up here in my, oh, look, let me go back to sharing. Sorry, just kidding. The size that work, instead of typing it up here in my width and height, I'm just going to drag this down. And I did 3.8 as my width. Now it's going to matter when I change. You'll see in a minute. When I add the this little thing on the top, this little, I'm just going to grab a square and I'm going to unlock it, and I'm going to just change the width of it. Let me change it to white. Okay. So the height, I mean see how it changes? I hope it doesn't, I hope it works out. 3.8. Let me unlock it. 3.8 by 4.01. See, that doesn't do it right. It's not right. Let me go back. I probably should have put that on there first. Let me take that off. Y'all, I've been playing with this all day today. System font that I went to. System font was what's the name of this font, or the site that we were at? Let me see something. Let me unflatten this and then attach this. And I'll do this again because I feel like this is where it's getting confusing. I didn't want to do that. There we go. Okay, there we go. I'm sorry. And I want this to be, that 4.94 is not going to work. I know it's not. Let me see something else. $3.8. See, that's making it warped. I don't want to do that. I don't want to do that. I know that's not going to work, but we're going to see. Why? Because it's changing the width. I'm getting stuck. Oh, it was called wordmark.it. I don't want y'all to be confused. I might have to just put it there separately. I think I better do that. Let me grab another shape. Adding that piece changes the shape, and that's the shape I want right there. This is the shape I want it to be. Let me see how this is different. It's only off by a little bit, but that little bit matters. Let's see what happens. Let me see what happens, y'all. I want to print one that's a 3.8 and I want to duplicate this. And I want one that's 3.1. We're going to see what happens. So I have two images that are going to print out. One is 3.8 for this size right here. And then one is 3.1. These are the ones that are linked below the video. We're going to see if this will work. So I have both my images on one sheet. I'm going to click continue. I'm going to send this to my printer. I'm going to print this on my Canon MX 470. Yes. And I'm going to use system dialog. So my printer settings will come up. I'm going to select the, is this too small or can y'all see it? I'm going to choose preferences. I don't know why it's flashing like that. All right. And I'm going to choose my media type is, I chose other photo paper. And I kept my print quality on high. Let me turn the camera around so you can see my printer and you can see what my, you can see it go through the printer. Let me scoot this desk up some. Let me see what y'all see. Oh, you'll be able to see in a minute. I'll click OK. I'll click stop sharing. So the printer that you're looking at is my sublimation printer, but I'm going to show you. I'm going to bring it down so you can see my other printer. And I can't see the chat right now, so. Can you see it? So that printer that I have at the bottom right there, that is, this is not a sublimation ready printer. This is the Canon that I was telling you about. That's really, really cheap. I think I may have paid $50 for it on Black Friday. I don't keep any paper in there regularly. And I'm just going to put this one sheet in. On this paper, you can't say, well, that's the front or the back. It doesn't matter. The front or the back, it's the same thing. So I'm going to just insert this one sheet at a time. I'm going to go back over and click print, and I'll make sure you can see it when it's going through the printer. This is the one that's going to have to literally say, I'm dying. And then it's going to have to prove it. And then I'll get a new one. Until then, this is what we got. So I'm going to let it get it printed out. This is that cart that I was showing y'all on the Amazon storefront. This is print then cut. That's exactly what this is, print then cut. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. She said we rocking. I'm sorry. This is exactly print then cut. So once that comes out of the printer, I'm gonna let it dry for like, I don't know, a few seconds or so. And I'm gonna get my mat. And I'm gonna place it on my mat. And I'm gonna let it go through my Cricut so my Cricut can cut it out. That's print then cut. Print is when you let your printer print it, and then your Cricut will cut it. It's not sublimation. Printing with regular ink. I think I have a box of my ink. This is what now remember, this is only for this printer. The ink that you need depends on the printer that you have. But my printer, that printer that you just saw, the black one, it takes this. So it takes this, and I have to have 2 cartridges. There's one for color and then one for black. What's your question, Nakia? Probably was small, I'm sorry. Yes, it's called inkjet transparency film. And I would say get the one that says that it's suitable for transparency. I mean, suitable for inkjet printers. Mine looks just like this. It doesn't have nothing on it. And it's just separated. Each sheet is separated by like this. I don't even know what that is. Page separator. And it just looks like, I just say this is like old school transparency film. That's like what the teachers used to write on. Like, okay, let's look at the board. 2 + 2 is 7. That's the old school teachers. And then you better not say nothing if they said that too. Be like, that's right, 2 + 2 is 7. I know, Kelly, that's true. I need a Sharpie. Oh, hi, Nakia. You know I'm telling the truth. Okay, so I printed out. Woo! It's wet. I'm gonna let this cool off. This ain't. Let me print that again, y'all. I don't like the way that printed out. I don't like the way it printed out. At all. At all. At all, at all. It did not print like this before. I'll print it one more time because I don't like that. Like, I feel like it's much wetter than it normally is. And I don't like that. See, this is what I was telling you. What is the size of the tab? Oh, I wrote that down. Hold on. The size that I used last year The width is 0.5 and the height is 0.7. The width is 0.5 and the height is 0.7. I'm printing it one more time, you guys. I don't like the way that printed out. It looks really, really. It looks very, very wet. Yeah. See, I don't know if y'all can see how wet. See, you can probably see it. That is not right. It did not print like that before. But things that happen when you're by yourself don't happen on live. So this is how they print. Hold on. Let me go put the paper in. I did not do a good job putting the paper in. Now when I watch the video back, it's going to show that y'all were rocking. Print and cut with photo paper. Sun Goddess. Lay it on the light box and show the background. I just put it on this paper right here so you can see it. See it? When it printed earlier, it printed like that. But now it's trying to act brand new because y'all watching. But that's all right. It's quite all right. That's quite all right. I think I'm going to use these. I think I like these. I don't think I'm going to use those from the Dollar Tree. People call it the Dollar Tree. That is a different font, Kristen. People call it the Dollar Tree. It can be the Dollar Tree. I like that. The Dollar Tree. See, I was playing around with this earlier. This was too small. I should have saved it so I could have looked at it again. Oh well. Oh well. Let me look at this one. Almost. That still ain't it. I'm pretty, y'all. We just y'all. Look, this is doing a little too much. No, that ain't it. That ain't it. Yeah, y'all, let me put the paper behind here. You know your printer want to act brand new. If it ain't Milo, it's the printer. If it ain't the printer, it's the Design Space. That's a little bit better, but I'm gonna turn the bleed off. When you print AOs, you can't see it. Let me tell you my opinion, Bizzle's mom. I'm gonna print this one more time. I have printed with a background and I printed without a background. In my opinion, it looks better without a background, but you gotta do it the way that works best for you. I gotta go put this paper in there now. Try one more time. One more time. So on this image right here, let me put it inside of one of these ornaments so you can see what I mean. This one right here, it has the background. I didn't remove the background. I mean, it looks okay. It wasn't my favorite. Hey, Fabulous. Fabulous is, yes, you can cut with scissors. You don't have to use your Cricut for this at all. That's a great question. Oh, this kind of does look nice. I lied. I'll take it back. Take back everything I said. Oh, that's good. It's actually better than I remember. Hold on, let me add some ribbon to it. Wow. Remember, this ribbon came from Walmart. Maybe I'll do another one with the I can double check my sizes because I don't know why it's not printing the right, why it's not giving me the right size options. This is what I'm talking about. This is what I mean by I get on here and it matters to me what I say and what I do, and then things happen and then it's confusing, and I don't like that. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. Okay. Oh, that's pretty. That's gonna be pretty. Baby, where's Bob? I promise y'all, everything. I just rolled it up. Sometimes I'll use a weeding tool, Melissa, and roll it up like that. I'm definitely gonna show you. When I tell you, he is a busy fella. New levels, new devils. What do you say? Thank you, Cynthia. You might change your mind after this, but thank you for the time we shared. I feel like I should go into song, Cynthia, but then you really leave earlier. Like, you know what, Delonda? I quit. Okay. So anyway, here's the ribbon. This is that Walmart ribbon. And this is a picture from last year because this year is not cooperating. I do regular ties. I'm not I do fancy. I don't do fancy. I told y'all I'm really basic with it. So this is no words with a background. This is a picture from last year. This year, for some reason, nothing, because if I show y'all how I print, look at this third print. It had no reason to print like that, but maybe my printer is saying, you know what? I'm done. It might be trying to say that. I'm not a quitter. So what I'm going to do is put some, your paper said printing is on the non-smooth side. Yeah, I printed on both sides. Both sides are smooth, the non-smooth side. They both feel the same to me. I'm gonna change the black ink and see if that matters, y'all. My printer is trying to say it's trying to die, but today is not the day. Today is not the day. printer is so old. No, no, no. Let me look at something, y'all. Let me click cancel right quick. Yes, cancel. Let me just see something right quick. 1 second. Sorry. I have a non-smooth side. No. They feel the exact same and let me show you again. They feel the exact same. No different at all. I'm just going to pull up my templates from last year and just double check the size, y'all. 1 second. Because I don't know. I don't know why it's doing this. I do know why it's doing this. Somebody don't want me to be great. But that's okay. I don't know. Why? Why? Let me just. Okay, we're going to go back to this one. That's what we're going to do. No. So let me share my screen and we're going to go back to, I'm sorry, you guys, because So what you're looking at is my tutorial that I did last year. So of course I saved it and I have the sizes saved. So if you're worried about the size or wondering about the size of this template is 3.11 by 3.65. That is the size if you are using the ornaments that are linked in the video, the round ones. This size right here, the round ones. What I was trying to show was, and let me just copy this. I'll right click this and copy it. And then I'll go back to my, the one I just did tonight and I'll customize it and I'll bring that template in. So I'll right click and I'll paste that template. That's the template from last year. Is that I hope that makes sense. And what I'll do is duplicate this because I'm going to do it multiple times. And I'll take this and I'll unflatten it. Because I don't know why this is not, maybe it's because of the height of the, that little tab at the top, but I'm going to delete this. And I'm going to bring this, let me bring this, change it to white. And I'll send this to the back. Put the photo on top. And I'll put this image on top. And I will flatten this. Now I want to see if I can make this, does that make sense? I want to see if I can make this bigger because I wanted this to be at 3.8, but it's still not giving me the right. I wonder if I grab another circle and I change the size of it to 3.8. And then I add the little piece at the end. Okay, I'll do that. I'll do one with the background and one without. How about that? So this ornament is going to have a background and this one will not. So I'm going to upload. Let me go back to my images. You can't see that. I'm gonna download this photo. I'm gonna upload the photo with the background and see how that is different. I'm gonna click apply and continue. Print then cut. I'm gonna select the photo that has a background so we can see if there's a difference or if it makes it better or easier to see it. Oh. I'm gonna bring it down a little bit. I'm gonna just change it to a pen just so I can see everybody's face and stuff. Send it to the front. I like it like that. I'm gonna slice it. And I'll bring this back down to, thank you, Miss Victoria. Thank you. I'm gonna bring this back down to 3.111. Was this the same? 3.8, that's 3.1. Let me see if I change this to 3.1. Okay. So we're gonna just see how these two will look. And this 3.8, it won't let me, 3.8 won't let me be great. 3.8. Let me delete this. Y'all, if I'm going too fast, please let me know. I'm gonna upload that image again. And I'm gonna make it on this bigger one right here. Am I going too fast? What was the question, Meredith? Is it because it was originally set to pen? No, that won't. No, it's because right now this is a circle, but once you add that little tab that goes at the top, it's not a circle anymore. So when you're trying to change the height and the width and keep the proportions are going to be off. That's why. So yeah, that's why. Let me change this to a pen right quick. And I'm gonna bring this size of this picture down, and I'll bring the circle to the front. And slice it again. I'm gonna delete this. And if I try to add that little tab on the top, it's just gonna give me drama, but I'm gonna do it anyway. All right. I think the width should be 0.5. And the height I had it was at 0.7. All right, let me see what that looks like. All right, so this will be for the bigger ornament, the flat one. This will be for the round, the regular size. This will also be for the regular size ornament. And these, I'm not going to cut these at all. Let's try it again. I'm going to click make it. So I'm going to have 3 to cut out. I'm going to click continue. I'm going to send them to the printer. Let me see what y'all are saying. Send them to the printer. Turn the ad bleed off. Use system dialog. I'm back to my MX 470. I know I'm going to get a message that says you changed your ink cartridge. I know I did. I'm going to click Preferences. I'm going to go to Photo Printing, Borderless. I'm going to choose Photo Paper. Let me try matte with high quality. And I'll make sure it's on 8.5 by 11. And I'm going to click OK. And let me get another sheet. Oh, and I'm gonna click print. I'm gonna go put it in the printer. Thank y'all so much. When that guy, he reached out to me to ask me if I would be interested in doing an interview. And I was like, sure, I never heard of it, but yeah, sure. And he asked me a few questions, and then, okay, thank you for letting me know that. See, this printer is old. I hope y'all, this printer, I gotta go to the other side and do it. Come on. Why does this take forever? I'm so sorry. I try to be ready. Things just happen. I do try to be ready. Things happen. Now it's not recognizing that there's paper there. All right. Oh, I'm sorry, y'all. I'm sorry it's taking forever. But you were forewarned before you joined me on this live that things don't always go the way I plan them. And I hate to waste your time with this. I really do. It bothers me. It bothers me. Thank you, Maria. And I'm gonna try that template again. I don't know why it just won't cooperate with me, but I'm gonna try it again and see if it works. Because you know I practiced before I got on here. I practiced before I got on here, so it bothers me because I don't like to waste anybody's time, and I would be frustrated if it was the other way around. So I'm sorry. Thank you, Kristen. I don't intend to waste your time. I like for it to work out, but sometimes it doesn't, and that is that. That is how live crafting goes. Let's see if it's printing right. Of course it's not. Let me see. Of course it's not. Well, it looks okay. It might look all right. It might look a little really good. Well, anyway, we can talk about this. Because tomorrow I'm doing my tutorial on this. This is sublimation with that DTF powder. So, y'all want to know my opinion about this right quick? While we're waiting for that to print, let me tell you my opinion about this. I like it. I like the way it looks, but it will not be my go-to method for sublimating on cotton. Thank you, Kelly. the it does look cool. It came out nice. I was like, dang, this is really nice. I was impressed with it. But this will not be my go-to method because to me, this can be expensive. Thank you, LaShonda. Okay. I think it came out okay, y'all. Except the one that is cut off. The two that are cut off. So it actually looks pretty, it looks pretty decent. I don't know why it's like cut off a little bit. That is so weird. That is weird. I'm trying to see which one is cut off. Mary, what size shirt do you wear? If it's this size, you can have it. So it printed, but look, it cut off at the bottom. What time, Kristen? Whatever time I can finish editing. It is, I'm not doing a premiere because I've already wasted y'all's time printing 72 sheets. How many sheets? 30 million sheets. I'm getting my exercise right here at the printer. Like, Delonda, did you go work out? No. I just got up from my chair and kept walking back and forth to the printer. Lord have mercy. That's what I did. Medium to large. That's it's a medium. Came out decent. I mean, there are benefits to this, but then there's things that it won't be my go-to. I just know that. Photo. Let me see if I could do. I need a print preview on this. Preview before printing. Okay. Because, honey, baby child. What is this? Oh, wait, cancel. Honey, baby child. When Patricia is here, rather by mine from Atlanta Vinyl. They look bigger than the ornaments. They're not. They're the right size. Because that first one is supposed to be big like that. But one of them got cut off. Oh, wait, no, cancel. Cancel. Y'all, it's almost 8 o'clock. We're supposed to be finished by 7. In my mind, by 7, we were going to be finished. In my mind, we were going to be finished by 7. But it didn't work out that way. Oh, I'm glad I did a print preview because that's not right. So let me show you something. So here's a print preview. I don't know why it's flashing like that. course, it's going to be flashing like that. So I'll just stop sharing because it's not supposed to do that. I'm glad I did that. So let me cancel this because I can see that it's cut off. But I can't see that when I'm looking at the screen in Design Space. Crazy. Wow. Wow, wow, wow. Atlanta vinyl is Patrice. And now it's just gonna print nothing. I quit. I quit. There ain't gonna be nothing left in here but sheet separators with nothing to separate. Peter probably starving because, of course, I didn't cook. Lord have mercy. Let me go put the number 78. What? How many times did you print it, Delonda? 78. How many times did it work? 1. Spanky. I don't know if you're really feeling it the way I'm feeling it. I'm about to just call it a night and just, be like, you know what? I quit because this ain't it. This ain't it. This is not it. This ain't it. Okay, so why more again? That is over there. Oh, I think that's it now. Let me show you what I'm doing so there won't be any secrets. And in case this happens to you, you'll know what to do. So I changed the orientation on my paper. Not on my paper, of my image. So this first one with had the little thing at the top, I just turned it sideways. So it used to be like this. I turned it sideways like this because all of this is getting cut off and it's just doing way too much. And I can't quit because we've come this far by faith. Y'all sing that at Vacation Bible School? Okay. We come too far. We've come too far. We leaning on the Lord. Okay, that's what we're doing. I'm gonna have to, y'all. It's gotta work. And then what I did was I started to move this down, and it moves that line if you move it, right? So I just moved it down just so it'll stop doing that because it's doing too much. Like, stop. So there's that. I'm gonna move this up here and over, so and hopefully it doesn't cut off anything. And when I look at this, what was getting cut off? The bottom of it is being cut off. All right, so I'm gonna try it again. I'm gonna click done. I'm going to send this to the printer for the last and final time. And whatever happens this time, we're just gonna roll with it. And y'all just gonna have to trust me that it was Real and right. I'm going to click preferences. I'm going to go to photo printing. I chose other paper, photo papers, photo matte, and I put the quality on high. And let me just do a print preview one more time. Cancel because that's the wrong size. Let me try that again. Printer. We just keep doing it. We just keep doing it. We just, like people are like, well, what were you doing? Just printing. Not actually doing any work, just printing. How many times? A lot. But how many? A lot. And I don't know why it's flashing like that, but I think that's going to work. Don't mind me. I'm just going back to the printer again. Whatever prints out this time, this is what we're going with, because we you know what, this is, at this point, this is just getting borderline ridiculous. As a matter of fact, I might just put these as ornaments, just the whole sheet of paper on my tree. That's what's going to be on the tree. Like, why you got whole sheets of paper on your tree? Don't worry about it. That's what I'm going to say. Don't worry about it. Worry about your tree. Don't worry about my tree. Worry about your tree. Okay? That's what I'm going to say. Those are going to be my exact words. Don't worry about it. So anyway, there's that. So once this prints out, if it ever does, no matter what it prints at this time, it could, whatever it prints out, and it could be the printer saying, you know what, I'm dead. That's what's going to be the ornament. Okay. It could be a skeleton with a circle shape, and that's what's gonna be printed. That's what's gonna be on my tree. Like, we're going with the skeleton theme this year for Christmas. Okay, we're gonna have skeleton pajamas. We're gonna have a skeleton. Everything is gonna be skeletons. You and the Lord. That's between you and the Lord. Okay, that's what. That's that. Okay, so. Yeah, Kristen, I got a fussy cut. It's gonna be a fussy cuss. That's what's gonna be. That's, at this point, that's what's getting ready to happen, Kristen. Okay, it's not gonna be a fussy cut. It's gonna be a fussy cuss. Y'all need to be over here cussing. Like, Delonda, you over there cussing? I'm gonna be over here cussing. Okay. Anyway, so here's this other one, right? Because I just added some ribbon to it. And I like it. I like it. Now my ribbon is crooked, but I still like it. And I could cut this. Oh my gosh, I do like this one. I could cut this one. So this is one from last year, right? Thank you, Crystal. Risa, it could be that, or that cable could be out. Be like, you know what, my cable is out. I might as well just watch Delonda. Oh, Lord have mercy, Jesus. Okay. You can do this. This ain't it. This ain't it, y'all. Let's just talk about I just have to laugh because I don't know. I don't know. This ain't it. This ain't it. Y'all, that ain't it. That ain't it. That's not it. Do y'all know why I never use scissors? Because I don't have a steady hand. So when I'm cutting or trying to cut with scissors, it doesn't work. It doesn't look right. Like the circles are never really circles. They never really circles. They look like they might be circles, but they're not. So that's why I don't ever, you won't ever really see me cutting by hand because it ain't gonna do right. But maybe I just wanted to use all this paper, you know? Maybe I just like using all this paper up and wasting your time and not eating, you know? Because there's a benefit in that too. There's benefits in everything. There's benefits to, you know, to not eating. Let's just talk about the Masked Singer. We could talk about Dancing with the Stars, American Idol. They used to be really good, especially when Fantasia was on there. That was a good one. We could talk about mystery boxes. Because I'm about to get the hammer. And it's going to be over. How many times have I printed? 30? I think I printed 30 times. So that's it. Whatever comes out, that's it. Let's see how many times I printed this. 1. This one was almost decent, except it was cut off. 2. Let's see, is that too big? Well, that does look a little big. Maybe that's why. Maybe that's why it don't work. 3. This was cut off. Good night, Debbie. I'm sorry. 4, 5, 6. 6. I printed 6 times. I'm sorry, Debbie. Uh-oh. Colleen, I don't watch football, but my family, they are Dallas Cowboys fans to the core. Like my sister-in-law has a Dallas Cowboys tattoo on her ankle. Hi, Beverly. No. 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 Let me see. You don't have time to watch TV? And I don't even know what a little thing is on this one because it don't exist. I mean, a mess. That's what this is. It's just a mess. Maybe I'll just print I don't know. Sugar Mama, you miss nothing, Sugar Mama. You are actually doing better than us. All right, we got a winner right here. We got a winner. Y'all see it? Finally, it finally printed. Okay, so now I'm going to take this and put it on my mat. I don't know what happened to the little tab at the top, but we're going to have to work with it. I'm going to try to put it on the mat straight. I have it on the mat. Okay. Okay. So now what I'm going to do is, let me go back to sharing my screen so y'all can see my settings and all of that. So I'm going to use the acetate cut setting. So if you don't already have that like saved down here, you can just do a search and type in acetate, ACETATE, and then hit enter. And I chose the first one at the top and click done. And I set my pressure to more. Okay. All right. So then I'm going to put this in my machine. And I'm using my Cricut Maker, but the Cricut Explore Air 2 or Cricut Explore Air 3 will also cut acetate because it's just using the regular fine point blade. Okay, let me stop sharing. Y'all can see my Cricut right there. I'm gonna press the flash and see. Oh Lord, I'm sorry about you guys. So with that bigger one, the little tab that was at the top, it didn't, it's not showing up. I hear you, Crystal. Oh my goodness. But when I know I'm going live, like I really do write down like what the measurements and like I wrote it all down and it just wasn't coming together. So I don't know. And I even practiced. So I don't know what happened to that little tab, but it didn't cut that at all. Now, I don't know what this is. Let me see. Oh, it looks like it is cutting that little piece, but it's cutting it separately. Yeah. So before I take it off, I'm gonna make sure that it actually cut all the way through. I don't know if hopefully y'all can see that. So I can tell that it did because you know it's still on the mat and it did cut all the way through. Can y'all see that? Oh no, no bummer, Anna. You're great. You're lucky that you missed the beginning. All right, so I'm gonna unload it from the mat. And I can tell that it cut all the way through. Hopefully y'all can see what I'm showing you right here, but see, it's still on the mat. So I'm gonna just take this first one off. And the ink is dry. Thank goodness. All right, so here's the first one. And this tab is so important. I wish I could show you with the template, but it's very important to have that tab on there. The most important thing is the size of the circle though. So the size of these circles before the tab, the size of the actual circle before the tab is 3.111 by 3.111. So I'm gonna take the first ornament, and what I typically do is I get a weeding tool and I just roll it. I just roll it around the weeding tool like that. Take the cap off. You'll make sure the tab is at the top. Hold on. If you don't want to do it that way, you can just roll it up carefully and then just stick it down in there. And then take the weeding tool and then kind of just maneuver it to flatten it out the way you want it. That's how I did mine. This is not a weeding tool. I don't know. This was called this is one of the new ones. But it's the first thing I grabbed. And you see why this tab is important, because it'll help me if I want to pull it back out. So I have it in there. Now, at this point, I could add some of that fake snow stuff or some of those other things that I purchased from Dollar Tree. Not necessarily my style, but if I wanted to, I could. Some of these, maybe green. It does stay in the center, yeah. Because of the tab. Now I can't cut this tab because it's kind of tall. I'm just cutting off the excess. And if I don't want to add any of that stuff, I don't have to, but you know, that's going to be a matter of personal preference. Just put the cap back on like that. Hold on, it's kind of folded. Hold on. You know, you're going to use whatever you whatever you use. I use these to kind of just maneuver it and get it to straighten up, act right. It looks kind of, hold on. Hold on. I'm pushing it further down. Look at me pushing it further down because that's the kind of night I'm having. Hold on. No. I'm trying to get my tab back. Y'all, I'm not a good role model. And I'm not good with those tweezers either. At all. I can try them, but I'm not good with these. I think they're very weird. But look at them working a little bit. I quit. Y'all follow somebody else. Go find something else. You be like, you know what? I tried with Delonda, but she couldn't do it. I would totally understand. I don't even want to follow myself. How many dummies does it take to make a floating ornament? One. One. It takes one. Oh my gosh. Peter would have been laughing at me right now. Make sure you don't watch this. I give up. I quit. I quit. Let me try this one more time. I quit, y'all. I quit. I quit. No, I ain't hard on myself. I'm real. Real deal, whole deal. I am going to try to get this back out of here. Or straighten it up. The best thing, the picture gonna be wrinkled. Like, is that a picture inside? No, it's nothing. It's trash. And who's that? Kristen said Tada. Kristen, no. It's no Tada. It's trash. I'm gonna try one more time. You love my shirt. Thank you, sugar mama. Let's try this one more time. Got it out. Thank you, Maria. I need all the love. All of it. Okay. Let me try this one more time. So I took it out, y'all, because that was just a debacle. And I'm just trying to straighten it up a little bit. I hope that guy who wrote that article ain't watching. Be like, you know what, Delonda, we take the article back. No, honey. You can't inspire nobody. You'd be like, you know what? You are right. I'm sorry, sir. You think I think it's that small? This is the size I used before. And it was perfect. Let me just keep trying it since I already got it this size, and I ain't trying to. I really just can't print another thing because it just. We're gonna have to be bunched up in there. We're gonna have to be bunched up in the ornament. Y'all are real MVPs right here. Not me, it's y'all. So I've been like, you know what? That's gonna have to get it. That's gonna have to get it. I don't want to make it smaller. I really, really don't. I really, really don't. Man, why can't we just cooperate? I don't know why, because I want you to. It's gonna have to be like that. It's gonna it's gonna have to be messed up. Yo, I don't want to cut it. You think I need to cut it? You need to cut it. Let me cut it. Cut it. Cut it. Let me just cut a little bit. This is the right size, I promise. Maybe not. Maybe I made that up. Maybe I really didn't do a tutorial on this last year. Maybe that was not me. Maybe that was somebody else. If this turns into an oval, y'all better act like it look good. Woo! Thank you, Kristen. When you first tried Easy Subly, oh, I think I wasted 2 sheets. And I still have the one that I printed on the wrong side because I won't let that ink dry. And that's been over a year. The ink is still wet. Can't waste my money like that. That's decent enough. Y'all gonna have to get the gist. You want snow or no snow? What we doing? We doing snow? What we doing snow? There's no measurement on it. Check on the link below. Printable HTV. Maybe not, Kristen. Spanky, you said you're scared to say snow. I'm scared too. I'm scared, Spanky, but we're gonna go with what we got. Now, what I do with my oh, right here. We're gonna yes, snow. Okay. That it's in there. You know what? You better get serious. This is one of the rolls from Walmart. So I'm gonna cut this. I didn't measure it. And I'm gonna just fold this. Just has little Christmas trees on it. It's really cute. It was in that little 5-pack. No snow. Yeah, because we live in Houston. We don't really get snow like that. We had it one time and the whole state shut down. Really, literally. I just tied like a shoelace. But y'all could be, fancy with it. If I try to explain to Peter what happened, he'd be like, "What? No, he didn't." He would act like he don't care. He doesn't care. Let me fix this a little bit. Let me turn this around so it's facing the same way. And cut this off because it's a little bit longer. We don't want that snow again. No, we do not. So there's, look, that's the best I could get it. That's the best I could get it. And let me get my little tree so y'all can see it. And I'll try to do that other one. Oh, this one. So it did cut that little piece, but it's not attached. See, it cut it off separately because I did attach instead of weld. Y'all got my little, don't laugh at my tree either. Don't y'all laugh at my tree. Isn't that cute? Don't y'all laugh at my tree. Boy, if this ain't Charlie Brown, Charlie Brown don't exist. If this ain't Charlie Brown, Charlie don't exist. Look at that. Bam, baby. Can't even see it, can you? Hold on. You can't even see it. It's right there. Hold on, let me see. Look at that. Bam. That's it. Let's see if we're going to do this one. Oh, Yvonne, we're going to try this one. And it won't have a tab. And if it gets stuck in there, guess what? It's staying in there. If it gets stuck in, it's staying in. Watch this one cooperate a little better because it don't have a tab. Making me look like I'm lying that you need a tab. It's almost perfect. Even my tall son. Oh man, y'all, this one is better without the tab. Hold on, I just got to get it straight. Maybe just make your own tab and attach it separately. This one is better without the tab. Let me tell y'all something. I appreciate y'all for sticking around with me. Let's try snow. We're going to try snow. Snow, we're going to try snow. If these little things get everywhere, they're going to be vacuumed up and thrown in the trash. Because I've seen how these operate before. I have seen what these things do to a room. Yeah. Pour slowly. They almost not necessary. Oh, they don't look bad. They look all right. All right, Dollar Tree with the faux snow. Now they're getting kind of a little staticky, but anybody ever heard of that cushion called a Big Joe? No snow, Christina. Christina, I don't know how long you've been on here, but ma'am, it hasn't gone well. It has not been a fun experience, and everybody has stayed and stuck it out with me. I only printed the image 37 times. Just 37. But we like printing stuff 37 times. It's great. Gives your printer a lot of good exercise, you know? We like it. We do it. Faux snow is a no-go. JoJo, we're good on faux snow. Let's try this ribbon, this rope ribbon. I like this one. Oh, you know what? We're gonna see, because that one had this one has no background, and I did this one with the background. That's pretty. Now I feel like I need a gold. I think need this to be gold. If I'm using this gold, that's kind of weird. Maybe not. Maybe I cut that too long. I'm not feeling it. Almost giving me like a LL Cool J vibe. That ain't it. That ain't it. Let's go back to Merry Christmas. Oh, Christiana, there were all kinds of problems. Printing and printing and printing and printing. Multiple times of printing. Good night, Crystal. Thank you for joining. I wish I could give you some minutes back on your life, but I don't have that kind of power. So I like this ribbon a lot. They can do damage, use ribbon. You can use ribbon, yeah. You can. Some people glue it to the front. I just do like a shoelace. I call it a shoelace tie. Like, you know, if I was just regularly like just tying my shoelaces, that's what I do. And it's cute. So this one has the you can see it a little bit better. Let me see. So you can see the background a little bit better. Because on this one, it had no background. Still looks good though. So this is without the background being removed. And then this one is with the background being removed. Bye, Risa. Bye, LaShonda. It's a matter of personal preference. I don't know. I hope it was helpful in some way, even if it was just for a good laugh. I had a little bit of fun because I feel bad that turn the room light off. Ooh, it's fancy, Aunt Wanda. Okay, let's see. Good night, Colleen. I don't know if you say good night. You tell them good night. Still, so our regular tree downstairs is green. So I just have this one up here because it's my little $5 tree that was on clearance. But that's with no background, so the background removed. And then this one is with the background. And I would say it's definitely a matter of personal preference. And it might be, you know, the colors that you choose. So in that photo, we wore green. So, but in our pictures last year, we had on red. Can y'all still see me? Turn these lights back on so y'all can see everything. But anyway, hopefully it was helpful. And if nothing else, it was entertaining. And you learned a few things. Please let me know if you learned something. Maybe you learned remove BG. Maybe you learned about wordmark.it. Maybe you learned how to filter your fonts. Maybe you learned, I don't know. Hopefully you learned something and your time wasn't wasted. And thank y'all so much for just sticking it out with me, even though I thought I was gonna have to get the hammer. Y'all are the real MVPs though, because y'all stuck it out with me and I appreciate it. Thank you, Faye. Anyway, let me say my say. Let's review the goal. I don't even know if we accomplished the goal. I hope we did. To learn how to make floating ornaments. Did we? I almost feel a little bit embarrassed to say we learned that because Miss Victoria said she learned not to give up. Okay. You think the goal was met? Okay. Thank you, Patrice. Thank y'all so much. Let me say my say, but I have to add a little bit to it this time. So normally I would tell you, thank you, Spanky. Y'all see, I tell you don't quit because along the way you're gonna learn something every time. Don't quit. Even if you go through something like this, don't quit. Don't quit. Normally I would tell you to be careful about road rage and keeping yourself focused and arriving alive. But I also want to say just be vigilant. Y'all be careful when you're out, especially if you're out and about shopping. Don't be walking to your car with your phone on the phone or texting somebody. You need to be watchful of where you're going and your surroundings at all times. This is the time where, the criminals are at their peak, right? So we just definitely want to be vigilant. You don't want to be looking at your phone or texting somebody and you giving somebody a chance to come up on you. You want to have your keys already ready. You want to have your phone already ready and remember where you parked and get to your car and get back home safely. When you get in the car, that's when it's time to be focused on the road. Don't be getting into road rage with anybody. It's just not worth it. You ain't got to give them no special fingers, no special hands, no gestures, no face, no attitude, no neck, none of that. Just keep your eyes on the road and get back home to your family, okay? And I'm saying that, I mean that. If you carry a purse, like I don't really, my purse is small, but I don't carry it if I don't have to. Like last night we went to the Rockets game, I didn't have a purse. Be careful about your purse. Just be vigilant and be careful. Be watchful of people who are watching you. Be vigilant and aware of your surroundings. Okay. Thank y'all so much for joining me. I do not take it lightly. I appreciate every single minute you spent with me. I appreciate it more than I could ever put into words. Hopefully your time wasn't wasted and you learned something from me. And you'll join me again on the next one. And hopefully it won't be a debacle. Okay. Hopefully there won't be a debacle. Okay. Thank y'all so much. And I hope y'all have the best Thanksgiving. Eat all the food, cook all the food. I won't be cooking. I'll be doing whatever. But I am going to eat. I just won't be cooking. But thank y'all so much. Okay. I appreciate you so much. And I hope y'all have the best week. Okay. Bye, y'all.